Want to sell homemade food in Texas? I'll cover exactly what you need to know, from food safety training to what you can legally sell to labeling. Let's start with one of the most common questions. Do you need food safety training to sell homemade food in Texas? Under Texas Cottage food law, you're required to complete a food handler course before you can legally sell your products. But it's important to take the right course. If you don't, your food handler's card won't meet the requirement, preventing you from legally operating your home-based food business. To be valid, the trade must either be approved by the Texas Department of State Health Services or accredited by the ANSI National Accreditation Board, ANAB for short. ANAB accredited courses meet national food safety standards, are held to stricter quality requirements, and are recognized across state lines. So, if you ever move to another state with similar laws, your training may still be valid. Food State Health food handler training is ANAB accredited, so it meets Texas Cottage food law requirements. It's designed to be clear and easy with built-in knowledge checks to prepare you for the final test. Most people can train and test in just 90 minutes. Then, once you pass, you'll get immediate digital access to your official food handler's card and certificate. You can also upgrade to receive a professionally printed copy in the mail. The card is wallet-sized, and the certificate is larger, perfect for displaying wherever you sell, posting to your website, or filing with your business records. Your Texas food handler's card is valid for 2 years from the date you complete the course. After that, you'll need to renew it to stay compliant with Texas law. Along with food safety training, you'll also need to know what foods are actually allowed under Texas Cottage food law. Texas Cottage food law was originally limited to foods that are safe to store at room temperature, like baked goods, candies, and uncut fruits and vegetables. But starting September 1, 2025, a new law allows the sale of most time temperature control for safety foods, known as TCS foods. This includes things like tamales, cheesecakes, and other items that require refrigeration for safety. But you can sell meat or poultry products, seafood, raw milk, alcohol or cannabis products, or ice products like shaved ice or ice cream. Texas law requires you to sell directly to consumers. If you're selling a non-TCS food, for example, sourdough, you may also sell through cottage food vendors at farmers markets, in restaurants, or in retail stores. If you're selling homemade food in Texas, every item you sell must be properly labeled, and not just with the name of the product. Your label needs to include your full name, your physical home address, unless you register with the state, a common name of the food item, a list of major allergens used like eggs, nuts, dairy, wheat, or soy, and this exact statement. If you're selling a time temperature controlled for safety foods, you need to put the production date on the label. You also need to have this specific statement in at least 12-point font, either on the label itself or on the invoice or receipt when it's sold. Alright, let's recap. If you want to sell homemade food in Texas, here's what you need to know. You must complete a food handler training course that's either approved by the Texas Department of State Health Services or accredited by the ANSI National Accreditation Board, such as the one offered by Food State Health. Starting on September 1, 2025, you're allowed to sell most homemade foods, including those that require refrigeration, thanks to updates in the law. Every product needs a label, with information like your name, address, and a required disclaimer. Ready to start selling your homemade goods? Visit foodsafepal.com to get or renew your Texas Food handler's card in just 90 minutes.